Bryson, just how are you handling? I think you played 60-something snaps in 2 of the games this year. That's a bigger workload than you've been maybe used to your last few seasons. How different has that been for you having to play that many snaps in one game?
Man, just try to go out there and be productive for the squad. You know what I'm saying, for the defense, and just try to help. You know, and sacrifice a lot of things. You know, taking on double teams and stuff like that. But it's been fun. You know what I'm saying, and just going through it with another guy on the team who doing something similar like Dom. So we're just pushing each other and helping each other throughout that process, and ready for our guys to be back out there with us.
Do you like playing that many snaps? I know you guys all want to be on the field, but you guys have also said that you like the ability to rotate and not have a drop off, maybe a little bit more rest. Which do you like better?
I think I think it's kind of difficult to say, you know what I mean. But I do prefer like having that rotation, the guys to come in, and everybody stay fresh and still go out there and produce and have a lot of juice. You know what I'm saying, to go make some plays. So I kind of like the rotation more a little bit.
You've played in a lot of hostile road environments in the SEC. This one's a little different because it's tens of thousands of cowbells.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that environment and that difference? Are you looking forward to it?
I think it's gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying, to be in that type of environment and be in that hostile area. So I think for myself, I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying? I love hostile environments, if that makes sense. It kind of brings out the best of people, in my opinion. So I'm ready for it. And I think a lot of our guys, it's going to be something new, you know what I'm saying, dealing with a whole bunch of cowbells. But I think it's going to be cool, man. I think we're going to go out there and fly around and have some fun.
So, Bryson, you mentioned Dom. I mean, you sacrificed with all the snaps, but he's playing all those snaps and he moved inside, which I know he's done before.
Mm-hmm.
Just what kind of sacrifice and kind of physical toll is that for him moving inside?
He just he hadn't been in the trenches in a minute like that. So he said it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I think he been doing a great job at it. You know what I'm saying? Using his being very powerful, using his hands and being violent. But it's just been a circumstance that we have to deal with and that we're gonna take on.
What do you think of some of those young guys on the D line? I mean, Marion Dye has gotten a lot of snaps. Isaiah played more. What do you think about some of those guys?
I think those guys are coming along, you know what I'm saying, just getting their feet wet, understanding the speed of the game from being true freshmen, from transition from high school to college. So, and just understanding, you know, the game goes a lot faster. You got to get calls and alignment, assignment, and those things like that. But I feel like those guys are adapting well, and they're going to come along, you know what I'm saying, and help us out a lot.
You mentioned the trenches a moment ago. How much are you looking forward to that battle and your ability to maybe stymie their run game?
Man, that's literally what I love to do. I love to defend the run, take on double teams, slant to a double team, whatever it may be. So just be very aggressive, very violent, and on the line of scrimmage. Really looking forward to that.
Bryson, when the defense is on the sidelines and you got an offense that's popping big plays like this one is this year right now, how much juice does that give you? Like as opposed to maybe a 12-play drive when they hit a 50-yard bomb, how much does that bleed with you guys?
It just makes us want to go out there and get it thrown out so they can go do it over and over again. Just keeps going, and having those guys back, even when they don't, have a great drive or score real quick, just to let those guys know we have their back regardless. And sometimes we be like, they scoring somewhere, we want to get some points on the board. So just having fun and being competitive with the other side of the ball and always having their back.
What can getting Jackson and David back, whether it's this week or down the road, help you guys on the defensive line?
Man, just mean more older guys they can bring in. And like I said earlier, had that rotation in where it can't be a drop-off. And me and Dom can catch our breath, or Nate or whoever it be to, man. And then when we get back in there, still have that juice and going at the guys. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I know those guys are hungry to get back on the field. So we are just waiting and ready for it to happen.
Couple more.
Bryson, you have been able to observe this defense over a couple of seasons now. What's one thing that you see among these young guys that makes you really excited for the season ahead?
Just how dialed in they are to their assignment, you know what I'm saying? Coming in, learning a whole new defense and just learning, college ball period could be difficult, but these guys are locked in, you know what I'm saying? Taking the coaching, taking the extra coaching that the older guys in the room give them and just embracing it, you know what I'm saying? And just taking it on and not complaining and just doing the work. So I think it's going to be a bright future for a lot of those young guys.
What stands out about Mississippi State's offense, their offensive line maybe specifically?
What stands out to me is just the tempo. Like, it's got to get down and get your assignment so you can be in the right place where you need to be, so it won't be no BS, like explosive plays or anything like that. So just lining up, getting the call, and executing really what it is. And you know, they got some guys over there that's gonna work hard, play violent, and do what they have to do. But it's just one of those games that we gotta tone in and own the line of scrimmage.
Thanks, Bryson.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.